Broadcasting live from DEtv studios on Rodney Square in Wilmington, this is Good Morning Delaware with Ivan Thomas and Vincenza Carrieri Russo. Powered by Del One. Visit del-one.org.
Good morning, Delaware. We're live. We're right there. Feel the sunshine in the air. Good morning, Delaware. Wake up, it's your time. Let your light shine. We're gonna take you everywhere. Good morning, Delaware.
Good morning, Delaware. It's your main man, Big Ivan, talking to town, Mr. DEtv. And again, I am so honored and to just welcome an international acclaimed artist whose voice has captivated audiences around the world, from jazz to soul to Broadway, and with just timeless classics. She has been praised as the vocal love child of Whitney Houston and Sarah Vaughan, and called a true gift from the heavens by Billboard's magazine's Chuck Taylor. Her latest single, Everything Is Fine, is gaining national attention, and her powerful live performances continue to sell out venues across the country. Now, she's bringing that unforgettable energy right here in our backyard to Philadelphia and Soul Jazz's Kitchen for six incredible performances. Please welcome the incredible, did I say incredible, Nicole Henry. How are you, Nicole?
I'm incredible, apparently. Thank you very much for that wonderful introduction. Thank
You got it. You earned it. You first of all, I heard you and was like, yo, we got to get her on the show. We got to get, especially because she's coming to Philadelphia.
Yes, the city of brotherly love. And let me tell you, I was born in Philadelphia.
I heard.
Really a homecoming for me. And I love playing South Jazz Kitchen, which is right there on Broad Street. And it's the Bynum family, the family that runs it, are just wonderful promoters. They've have a family history of presenting jazz since their parents, since the 80s, at least maybe the 70s. So they know what they're doing, both in the kitchen and in the stage, on the stage. So it's an honor.
So I have to ask you, what part of Philly are you from?
Okay, so I was born in Philly, raised in Bucks County.
Okay.
Yes, so, but born at Nazareth Hospital on Roosevelt Boulevard.
Okay.
And went to Quaker schools in Philadelphia for my younger years, kindergarten and up to second grade. And then went to public schools in Bucks County.
I love it.
In Salem.
How old were you when you first hit that note?
Okay, I got scared because you said how old. I was like,
I wouldn't dare. Rule number 32B. Never ask a woman how old her age.
No, let's see. When I think my first solo was at church in probably third grade.
Okay.
Yeah. Although it took me till fifth grade to get my solo in elementary school. But I just always loved singing. And when I went to college at the University of Miami, which is where I'm at now, Miami Beach, I didn't study music because I didn't understand what music education was, that was the route to take. I didn't know that. So that's one of my missions now today, is to talk to young students and say, if you love music, study music, learn music, play instruments, create a band, start writing. And but yeah, I always loved singing, and somehow even after graduating college, it just, with a degree and something else in communications and theater, I was called to the stage, and I love it. It's a blessing.
And look, and being called, okay.
Yeah.
Whitney Houston, Sarah Vaughan, like that is some. I see you swaying. That is.
Listen, I will take it. And I'm of that era where I grew up singing Whitney songs in high school and in college, and so it's an honor that people hear that voice when I sing. Yeah.
I can see I can hear what they're talking about, right? How do you stay grounded when you hear, accolades as such?
I've never bought into the good or the bad. I feel like I was listening to one of those books, 7 Habits of Highly Effective People today. And I just feel like I've always been grounded. I wake up with myself every day, you know what I mean? I'm an everyday person, and sometimes I'll be driving in the car and I'll hear my song on the radio and I'm thinking my phone cut on because, maybe my iPod or whatever,
Right.
iPod, I'm getting old. But then I'm like, oh right, that's what I do. I make music, so it's a joy to be hear myself on the radio. But it's easy. My family keeps me grounded. My friends keep me grounded. I wake up and all the ladies out there, I wake up in the morning and I see myself in the mirror, and it keeps me grounded. So,
Right, right, right.
yeah, no, but it's true. I love life and I love the gift of singing, and so it's just something that I do. So
I
yeah,
love that. She said something I do.
just something
Now,
I do.
we both know that Philadelphia is like one of the jazz meccas, like the history, the feeling, the love, the energy that comes out of Philadelphia. What does it mean for you to come back home and to perform at such a venue?
You know, it's my dad still lives in Philadelphia, so he's one of my favorite people in the world. So that right there alone is like, and then I know he invites his friends from church and his
Hmm.
friends, and so that's fun. And then I invite my friends from back in the day, people from church when I was growing up. So it's really a homecoming. It really feels like a homecoming, and it feels like, I mean, I love Philly people. I can when I meet them anywhere I am in the country. I
Hmm.
can tell they're from, what I mean? They're my people. And so it's a joy to be back on that stage. Yeah.
I love it. Tell everyone that right now, Jazz Kitchen, the date you'll be there, you'll be ready to rock and roll, and what they can expect when you hit that stage.
Yes. Yes. Well, what they can expect is just a lot of joy, but real understanding through
Hmm.
lyrics. Um, it's jazz, but it's soul. It's a little bit of groove. It's a little bit of blues.
Hmm.
We pop up. It's some of the standards, but then it's some my last album, for example, "Time to Love Again," um, was music from the 70s, 80s,
Hmm.
50s. So it's a mix of music, but it's all live instrumentation. We've got great musicians, piano, upright bass, drums, and saxophone. So
Hmm.
Aaron Graves, Nimrod Speaks, Charlie Wilson's coming up from Baltimore, and Mervyn Toussaint on
Whoa.
saxophone. And so we have a good time.
You're not
And
so but basically what you're saying is you're not playing no games with this.
we're there to have a good time. We're there to inspire people, to bring people together and forget about sometimes what can make us mad in this world.
Mm.
And as we know, the city of brotherly love, we need to remind people that it's about love. It's about getting through this together,
Hmm.
because other things we could be talking about right now,
Yeah.
but it's all about love, and that's what's going to save us and keep us remembering what life is about.
And you're talking about right on you're right on time with the song. Everything is fine.
Everything is fine. That's my new single that just came out May 8th on my mother's birthday. It's
Mm.
dedicated to her as she gets older. And down here now, my sister and I are taking care of her. And we just tell her every day, everything's fine, Mom. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's good. So yeah, and everything is fine. If you have faith, you know that there's somebody looking out and in control. And despite what sometimes individuals do, as a whole, we are one, and God's gonna work it out like He always does. So we just have
I
to,
know that's right. I know that's
yeah,
right. So we're talking about. I want to just dig a little deeper, right?
yeah.
Because um, I'm always wondering why and how, right? How people became who they are. I
Mm,
want to talk about your musical influences, or not just your musical influences,
mm,
influences over your life. People that
mm.
made an impact that said, "Girl, get out there. That girl can sing." You know
Hey,
what I mean?
that's fun. Well, I grew up, okay, so musical influences. Grew up listening to Aretha Franklin's Amazing Grace album. Grew up listening to the Spinners and
Mm-hmm.
Four Tops and
Hmm.
Teddy Pendergrass. So
Yeah.
I just love, good soul. I can't sit, I'm one of those people, I'll go to an orchestral concert and I'll be moving in my seat. I can't
Yeah.
sit still when I hear good music and good grooves.
Yeah.
Um, and so I always just sang. Now, my aunt, my dad's sister, is
Hmm.
a singer and still sings to this day. She had amazing music, original music through the Philadelphia International Sound of Philadelphia. Silk, Anglo-Saxon Brown was the first album. That was the band name under their first album. And then Silk, they changed their name to Silk.
Hmm.
And they put out two albums. And so I grew up listening to my aunt Debbie Henry.
Mm.
And Debbie Henry, my aunt, she sings still to this day for 35 years almost, if not
Wow.
more, with Patti LaBelle.
Wow.
So my aunt's been singing with the Iceman, Jerry Butler. I remember seeing them at the Dell back in the day.
Go
In
ahead,
fact,
girl. Go ahead.
she's
Go
gonna be
ahead.
with Patty in July. at the Dell. And when I saw that, I was like, oh my goodness, that's where I remember sitting on the music cases. I
Mhm.
remember I was watching my aunt and Jerry Butler, and then this woman sits next to me, and I was like 6, 7, 8,
Mhm.
Dionne Warwick. And I just remember being a kid, like, I never said anything to her, but so being in Philly is just all those memories, all that love. So yes, so I just love singing gospel.
Mhm.
And then when I went to middle school and high school, was singing the national anthem and
Mhm.
talent competitions and stuff like that. So yeah, so just always singing. So,
I
but
love it.
yeah, my aunt's voice is golden.
Oh my gosh. So like when people see you, your performances are very, very, people can feel it. Energy from door, from
Yeah.
stage to parking lot, right?
Good, good.
What song do you sing that just really takes you there?
Oh, okay. My song number one on my last album, "Feeling Good,"
Okay.
an arrangement of Nina Simone's song that she made very famous.
Hmm.
So check that out. It's all about nature, and I really relate to nature. I'm an outdoor
Hmm.
mountain kind of girl,
Hmm.
and or running or just being outside. So nature pulls me back to what life and what God has given us that's just pure and authentic. And then just being able to sing that lyric and the way we arranged it, that's kind of got this Afro-Cuban beat to it.
Hmm.
So, and I'm all about, you know, house music. I love rhythm. So when I sing that song, there's something tribal in it for me and something just authentic for me. So I love singing that song, but and it's still jazz. So I love singing that one, and then I love a good ballad. I
Hmm.
love a good ballad. I think ballads can make you happy, make you cry, make you just feel understood and
Yeah.
expressed. So I love taking my time with a good ballad as
You
well.
said a ballad. Wow. Like music has changed so much, and you don't even hear ballads anymore. Oh my gosh.
That's one of the reasons why I fell in love with jazz when I did. And I didn't fall in love with jazz until 2002. I hadn't consciously listened to the genre.
Hmm.
But when I saw it live, I was like, oh, that's jazz. And then I loved it particularly because I could sing more than two or three ballads
Hmm.
if I wanted to. In a world where when you just start out singing music, you're singing cover songs and they always want you to be up tempo and just like the record.
Hmm.
And I was too hard-headed to sing stuff just like the record. And jazz gave me that freedom to interpret music the way I felt it
Hmm.
and to get to sing some ballads in a show, like three ballads. So, yeah.
I have to ask you. I have to ask you. And it's so simple. The question is so simple. Why do you sing?
To share my appreciation and understanding and peace
Why is that important to you?
because we all need understanding. We all need to be understood. We all need to find peace within ourselves and with the world. And I think that's always been my objective, my mission as a person. And I'm just blessed that I can do that through music and that God has allowed me to do that. And that's why I sing. I sing because I can be a part of people's lives in positive ways that that um that I'll never be able to do any other way. I mean, it's so immediate and
Hmm.
it's so memorable,
Hmm.
and it really does change people's moments. Yeah,
When
yeah.
you say you went to school for music education, and for the people that never went to school for music education that listen to just listen to it, what
Mhm.
did you learn that separates the listener to the artist from the artist when you're talking about music education?
Okay, so honestly, I didn't study music, but I encourage people. I
Okay.
encourage students and I sit on a board where we give free music lessons. Um, I never I mean, I played cello. I was
Hmm.
in choirs, so I never studied music. But in listening to music and growing up with great music in Philadelphia, I feel like I've understood feeling. When you
Hmm.
listen to gospel and Aretha Franklin, everything she sang was gospel because she just believed every word and she taught and listening to Aretha, you just understood feeling the spinners, the Teddy, and that was feeling.
Yeah.
So so really, I try to tell people when they're singing, just hear your own voice. And sometimes, especially singing covers, you want to make sure it's Nicole. You hear I'm hearing my voice sing the song. I'm not hearing Whitney or Sarah or Ella or Nancy Wilson, one of my favorites. I'm hearing Nicole tell my story through the lyrics. And that's what I love about my new single, Everything Is Fine. I wrote that song. Those are my lyrics and my melodies. And it's just something to share with people.
I love it. It's personal to you. It's you're not out there singing covers. You're singing your pieces
Yeah.
at
I
the
mean,
Jazz Kitchen.
I sing both. I sing both
Mhm.
covers and my originals, but I find my understanding, my truth in all of them. Yeah.
All right,
Yes.
coming to Philadelphia, Jazz
South
Kitchen,
Jazz Kitchen.
South
Yes.
Jazz Kitchen. What's the dates that you'll be there?
I'll be there next Friday, so May 29th.
That's next week.
Next week,
That's
May
next week.
29th, May 30th, and May 31st. So 3 nights, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, last weekend in May. And we have 6 shows, 7 o'clock and 9:30, both Friday and Saturday. And then on Sunday, 6 o'clock and 8:30.
I will be there, and I hope you watching will be. No, I'm not hoping. I know you will be there because you
Come on
like
out.
and you love good music. We just manifesting that thing right now. I
Let's
know I'm
do
gonna see
it.
you in a place. Make sure you come
Do it.
check out Nicole Henry. Everything is fine, and you
Everything
can't
is
miss it. You don't want to miss it because if you miss it, you just gonna have to buy the album.
You're gonna
That's
have
it.
to buy the albums, and they're all out
Six
there too.
six
Yes.
performances in Philadelphia. You don't want to miss it. Anything else you want to tell the people before we get out of here?
Stay in touch. It's Nicole Henry and NicoleHenry.com, and you can hear all of my music on Apple Music, download it, Spotify, it's everywhere. It's out there. And so give me some love, download it or like it. I forget, there's all kinds of things. Star it,
Right.
favorite, do other, but just stay in touch and check it out and get your tickets because they sell out. Usually we sell out. And so we would love for you to get your tickets and I get to sing for you.
That's right. She said it's going to sell out, and it's going to sell out
Yes.
because this voice is insane. And
Thank
I
you.
put my big I stamp of approval on it. I know the source used to give out 5 mics. Dennis, we need to come up with something other than 5 mics because this is something that you go ahead. What you thinking?
I was you said give away something. I was like, ooh, okay, give out let's say give 5. What's a Philly? What's a Northeast side? I don't know. Yeah,
I don't
I'll let you
know.
do it.
Yeah.
On that.
But you know what? Before I let you go, Nicole,
Mhm.
I'm gonna say we're gonna give. I don't know. We'll figure out something. The 5 Nicole Henry Awards. I don't know. We'll figure out something. But do me a favor, Nicole, before you get out of here, because I always put people on the spot because that's what they know me for. You
Uh-oh.
gotta give the people something like not a whole ballad, maybe just something like or something so they can be like.
All right, how about a little piece of my new song?
Go ahead. That'll work. That'll work.
Sunshine peeking out when you're around. Everything is fine. Yeah, baby. Honeysuckle rose in the air when you're on my mind. Everything is fine.
That's it. Every. I don't know if you saw the face.
How
But
about 5
everything is.
chocolate chip cookies? That's what I'll
You got
take.
what?
5
Yeah.
chocolate chip cookies. That's what you give me. Has nothing to do with music, but it'll make me happy.
I love it. I love it. I love
Thank
it.
you.
Nicole Henry, thank you so much. Be sure that the Philadelphia 6 shows. Tell them again one more time, Nicole, where they need to be and what those dates are.
I will see you at South Jazz Kitchen next Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, May 29th through the 31st. 7 p.m. shows, 9:30 shows Friday and Saturday, and Sunday, 6 p.m. and 8:30. I look forward to singing for you.
There you have it. Nicole, thank you so much for joining me on Good Morning Delaware. I really appreciate your time and space. And thank you for watching. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow Nicole Henry, and follow me if you feel like a Big Ive DEtv, where we just bring positive information, great news, and amazing talent to your tablet, cell phone, or computer in your home on Comcast. All right, check us out, DEtv. Good Morning Delaware.
powered by Dell One.
Good morning, Delaware. This is Smart Money, and I'm Paige Monet. And today we're going to be learning more about auto loans. I'm here at Dell One Federal Credit Union to get the answers to the most common questions about car loans. So let's go. Hey guys, so right now I'm sitting down with Warren Oney, the branch manager at the Chestnut Run location of Dell One Federal Credit Union. And today we're going to be discussing auto loans. So how are you, Warren?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. For someone who's never financed a car before, what exactly is an auto loan?
So an auto loan is going to be your lump sum financing that you're requesting to pay for the purchase of a vehicle.
Okay, and can you kind of explain the difference between a loan and a lease?
So a lease is going to be short term. So at the end of your lease, you can turn the car in or you can choose to purchase the vehicle. With a loan, you're taking the loan out for the full term and the vehicle becomes yours.
Okay, so essentially a lease is kind of like renting a car.
Correct, yes.
Okay, got it. What are some of the biggest mistakes people do when shopping for a car?
So I think the biggest mistake that people often make is not checking with their financial institution first to see what their rates are and what we can do for them first before going to the dealership. Or before exploring predatory options that may not be in the best interest of the client.
What factors can affect someone getting approved for a car loan?
So when you're thinking about getting a car loan, you want to think about what your credit score is. You want to look at what your income is. You also want to look at your debts. So what you're bringing in versus what's going out. You want to keep that balanced because we want to make sure that you can afford the car payment. So we don't want to set you up for failure, right? So we evaluate those things to make sure that we're giving you the right amount for your auto loan that you can support and that we're not further putting you in debt.
Right. What are some tips you would give to people that are maybe buying a car for the first time?
My biggest tip, again, is going to be to check where you bank first. They're going to be able to help you and guide you the right way the first time. That's going to eliminate running your credit through multiple banks at the dealership, so that's helpful. As well as it gives you more power at the dealership, more negotiating power. You go in without feeling the pressure of having to sign anything. You kind of are ahead of the game, getting that pre-approval from your financial institution to set you up for success when you get to the lot.
So speaking of pre-approval, what's the difference between getting pre-approved versus financing at the dealership?
So pre-approval means that before you even step foot on the lot, you already know what you can spend on a vehicle. When you go to the dealership without a pre-approval, they're going to run you through a system to see what bank can approve you. Okay. So that could be 5, 7, it could be a multitude of financial institutions that they're seeing where they can get an approval. If you get a pre-approval from your financial institution, it sets you up for success going to the dealership. You already know that you have that locked in and what you can afford.
Okay, and what advice would you give someone trying to stay within a certain budget when buying a car or loan, getting a loan on a car?
So I would think of what makes sense to you. So whether interest rate is more important to you or a lower monthly payment is where I would start. Okay. So some people get caught up in the interest rate. People are scared of interest, right? But the biggest thing is that interest rate, it can be helpful if you're looking to extend your loan out longer. Okay. So you'll notice that longer terms on a vehicle may have a higher interest rate, but your monthly payment is less because the loan is stretched out.
Gotcha.
So you can be approved with a lower interest rate, but a lot of times the term is shorter, so you have a higher obligation each month. Okay. So what is more important to you or what makes more sense to you financially? Having that larger monthly obligation to pay or having the lesser and just paying it out a little longer.
Okay, cool. And can you talk briefly about interest rates? I know sometimes they seem a little scary when it comes to like credit and things like that. Could you just touch a little bit on how that works?
So interest is always going to be calculated using several different factors. So they're going to look at your credit score, they're going to look at your income, they're going to look at all of that to determine what your interest rate is. When it comes to auto loans, the collateral or the vehicle that you select affects the interest rate as well. So an older vehicle, a lot of times is going to have a higher interest rate. A used vehicle is going to have a higher interest rate. The thing with interest is as long as you're paying each month, you're good. Just make sure you're paying on time. You can always pay more, always check to see if there's prepayment penalties, and always ask if you can do interest-only payments or if you can apply payments just to interest to knock it down a little bit. I always recommend if you have come into a little extra cash, you get your taxes back, whatever that looks like. Throw something else at the loan, throw a little bit at the interest or at the principal to bring that balance down a little bit.
Okay, and can you explain briefly the difference between the two that you just mentioned?
Principal and interest?
Yeah.
So principal is the amount of the loan. So say you're buying a vehicle, it's $40,000, right? Okay. That's the principal amount. The interest gets added on to that. So when you look at your statement, it may say like the total purchase of the car is $14,600 because of the interest that you pay.
What's one financial tip you wish more people knew?
I wish more people knew to check, again, I know I've said this a million times in this interview, but to check with their financial institution for what we can do for them first, or what your financial institution can do first. A lot of times we psych ourselves out before we even go asking the question to see what can be done, and we kind of resort to quick lending places, title loans, things like that can be a little predatory, that have high interest rates that are astronomical, and you end up paying double. So always ask those questions to your financial institution first to see what we can do. And then don't be scared of a no. A no right now does not mean no forever. Your financial institution, I know we here at Del One, will work with you to build your credit so that you can get your goal.
Okay, cool. And then just to reiterate, what are some of the main questions people should ask when coming into a space like Del One Federal Credit Union when it comes to auto loans?
You're going to want to ask prepayment penalties. Is there any penalty for paying this off early? What is your collateral restrictions? So some financial institutions have restrictions on age and mileage of a vehicle. For example, here at Del One, it's 100,000 miles or 10 years old. We can't go beyond that. There are some exceptions. Always ask the question first, but that's typically what we have to stick with. So ask that question about the collateral, and then ask what the interest rate is and what that looks like. Are there any special discounts they can get, such as auto pay? At Del One, we give you an auto pay discount by paying from your checking account. So those are all things that can bring that monthly payment down, and questions that you can ask up front.
Okay, thank you, Warren, so much for giving us more tips on how to get an auto loan, or even to just come into a branch and ask the right questions. Well, guys, thank you for tuning in to Smart Money. I'm your girl, Paige Monet, and I want to give a special thank you to Del One Federal Credit Union for teaching us more about auto loans. I'll see you guys in the next one.
We're gonna take you everywhere. Good morning, Delaware.
What makes Del One special to you?
The way we treat our members.
Asking each teammate what they're passionate about and actually caring.
They've always supported me when I wanted to move forward and move up.
Que nosotros trabajamos con nuestros clientes y les ayudamos a ser homeowners.
Helping people get in their house.
Helping our business members grow their business.
Opportunity to serve the community.
Servicing the community that I'm
The impact we have in our community.
The teammates I work with.
Porque todos somos una
The
familia.
family atmosphere.
Because we matter.
210 teammates who treat every member like they're our neighbor, because they are.
Still running your contracting business from your truck? Text, missed invoices, working all day, then doing paperwork all night. The new Empower Build app changes that and gives you the tools to help you grow. Specially priced for Delaware contractors, Empower Build sends estimates faster, tracks your projects, your money, and helps you stay organized without the chaos. Stop working in your business, start running it with total control. Get your free trial started today at empowerbuild.app.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future, but Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances, and now I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
Chris Bruce here, and we're out here with another GMD on the street. And as America looks to celebrate its 250th, we thought it'd be fun to get out and challenge your knowledge of these classic American items. Did they originate in the United States or somewhere else in the world? Are these items from the United States originally or the world? That is the game. First item, classic hot dog.
I would say probably Germany.
That is correct. Nice. Yes, the hot dog is from Frankfurt, Germany. That is awesome. Nicely done. Way to start.
American.
Germany. Thanks. I know. I would.
I'm going to say America.
Listen, I get why you'd say it, but you'd be wrong. It's Germany. Guess where in Germany?
Frankfurt.
That is correct. There you go. See, now you're coming around. Did the internet start in the United States or somewhere else in the world? The internet.
I think it was somewhere else in the world.
America. So you're doing well.
U.S.
She's going U.S. So you guys you agree? 2 for 2. Internet is from the United States. That is correct.
That was invented in America.
That is America. Yes, absolutely. Nicely done. Movies. When we think of movies, you think of Hollywood, you think of America, I think. But did they start here? That's the question.
I'm going to say no.
Any guesses to where?
I'm going to guess France.
Wow, you're like a savant. It was actually France. That is correct. Movies started in France. It was like a 2.1 second family movie. The guy was like in a garden with his relatives or something. 2.1 seconds. But that's where it started.
Europe.
Okay, you're not wrong. It was France, actually.
It feels like no. I don't know. What do you guys think?
That's a tough.
I think U.S. Let's go with it. U.S. I don't know.
I mean, I know they're divided. We're not sure.
I would say U.S.
All right, she's staying with U.S. Are you good with that?
I guess so.
All right, we're going U.S. all in, and that is incorrect. That is not the answer. The Kit Kat, right? Classic candy bar.
With a filling inside.
Oh, my God. The Kit Kat. Yep. America, the United States, or the world?
United States.
So you would think that, but it's actually British.
Oh. I was thinking UK because they come out with like a lot of like candies and yeah, they have like a lot of those weird, funny candies, and then maybe we just, America took it. Yeah.
Say UK then. If that's your final answer, say it loud, say it proud.
UK.
It is the UK. She got.
I'm going to guess the United States.
I mean, you would think so. Kit Kat, right? Give me a break. British. Who would have thunk? Well, there you have it. We went out and we challenged you all to see if you knew that these classic items were either American or from the world. They did pretty well, but a lot of tricks in there.
50-50.
Hey, how did you all do at home? Let us know in the comments. We're going to send it back to the studio. This is Good Morning Delaware, Delaware's #1 morning show.
Gonna take you everywhere. Good morning, Delaware.
Good morning, Delaware. What's going on? It's your main man, Big Ive, talking to town, and we're back with you.
Oh, Vincenza. Good morning, Delaware. Welcome back.
I was going to bring you in, right? Like a Broadway entrance, like in the we have. I'm gonna leave the singing to Jackson.
Leave the singing to the professionals,
I'm gonna leave it to Jackson. Live in studio today, I'm super honored to have Jackson Hayes here. Yo, this young man is taking Broadway theater, just everything that has to do with just grown folks entertainment, not even grown folks entertainment.
No, music, performing arts, talent. That's the best word, talent. So let's bring him in.
Jackson
Good morning,
Hayes.
Jackson Hayes.
Good morning.
I love his energy. Good morning. Good morning, bro. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
All right, I'm great, man. Look, I'm super excited to have you here. Your manager, momager, and I been trying for a while because I looked up one day and saw you like young Simba.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Did you see that?
I did. Of course I did. When as soon as I found out you were coming on the show, I went right to Instagram, right to social media, right to the internet. I started to look up your resume. Wow. Accomplished. The Lion King. Wow.
And many more.
And
Wicked.
so much more. You stay busy.
Yes,
you stay
ma'am.
busy. You stay busy, Jackson. So before we get right into it, I think it's important to let our viewers and audience know that may not know who Jackson Hayes is, but they will now, especially being on Good Morning Delaware. What inspired you to pursue musical theater?
Something that inspired me to do musical theater was, well, my mother, she worked at Howard, and they started doing a musical. It was The Wiz. I love The Wiz.
The Wiz,
yes.
Yeah.
And she started doing that at her school.
Wait a minute. The Wizard of Oz or The Wiz?
The Wiz.
Okay,
Not
my
The
bad.
Wizard of Oz.
Bam. They don't
So-
get that part. You know what I mean? All right.
So she started doing The Wiz, and she asked me and my brothers to be Munchkins, and I was like, okay, sure, because that's my mom. I gotta do whatever she tells me.
Right.
So then I do it, and I'm like, wow, I really do love this performing thing. Like, this is actually really fun. And then I learned that it could be a career. So I was like, I think that's what I want to do with my life. And
Wow.
now
So
I'm here.
you started off as a munchkin. You got bit by the bug, so to speak, and it just went from there. What was your next role or play after that? You think after that?
My next role, then I started to do community theater. So then I went to the choir school of Delaware, and I played a storyteller, not ensemble, storyteller for Once on This Island. So that was really fun. I got to work with peers, because before when I was a munchkin, they were high schoolers.
Yeah.
But this time I actually got to work with peers and people who are around my age. So that was also fun. And then I went on to do The Lion King as young Simba on the Lion King National Tour. And then after that, I went on to do MJ the Musical on Broadway.
So how's it feel?
Such an honor.
Like how's it feel? You know, you're young, you're amazing,
Following your
you're following your career. It's just going. Yes. How do you feel?
I feel pretty great about it. I thank God, because, you know, God always comes first. I thank him for the blessings that he has in my life. And I'm very glad to see where I'm gonna go in the future. You know what I mean? Starting a new business now. So
Let's talk about that too.
Yeah.
I saw that. What's that about, Jack?
So I'm starting a theater company in Delaware called the Open Call Collective.
Okay.
It's for younger kids in Delaware who haven't really gotten the opportunity. Of course, I mentioned Choir School of Delaware, but other than that, I didn't really see opportunities in Delaware. So I really wanted to give kids in the tri-state area, not just Delaware, a platform to perform in.
Yeah. Do you see a lot of young African-American kids in theater here in Delaware or just beyond?
I see a lot of them here, but I don't really see a lot of them showcased. So I think that's what I want to do with the Open Call.
I love it.
Right?
I love it.
You want to change that.
Yes.
I love that.
I love it.
Now, I know that, I don't know if everybody knows, and I think Ivan knows, but I found out very quickly as soon as you arrived that you're in high school. I mean, no, not in high school, middle school. And 13 years old. Mm-hmm. Wow. So accomplished at such a young age and so vibrant. And your energy, as soon as you walked into the room, I felt the energy on set. And that is something I'm sure directors, producers, casting producers are captivated by your energy.
Yes,
and
ma'am.
you're very charismatic when you walk into the room. And I think that's something very important, especially in musical theater, that you must have, that it factor. And you definitely have it. You definitely have it, because I felt it. As soon as you walked in, I said, he's got that. He's got it. And I can see why
what is that,
your
Vincenzo?
career.
What is it? What is it that he got?
That it factor. Yes.
Can you do me a solid? Can you teach me and Vincenzo a little bit of the it factor of like how to?
Okay.
I would mainly just say personality.
Yes.
You know, you definitely have to show your personality. And you also have to come up as energetic, you know, help people feel the energy in the room. If the energy is dead, then you got to bring it back to life like Jesus. Just bring it back to life.
Okay, Jackson. So we came in, right? We came in and you saw how we started the show, right?
Yes, sir.
How should Vincenzo and I like get ready for the show? You know, like, you saw I came in hot. I text him like, I'm coming in hot. Came in, boom, sat down. How should we, is it do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do? Like, what should we do? Give us Jackson's tip of what we should do.
Come in with the energy of, I'm not nervous and I'm glad with the opportunity. Like, no matter what happens, at least I'm here. At least I made it to this point. And I know that there are other opportunities, even if I do mess up, that I can go on and do. So just really come in with that mindset of, hey, I'm here, and it's gonna be what it's gonna be, and just really showcase your personality.
I love that advice. My grandmother gave me advice just like that many years ago when I entered into the performing arts, and then I dabbled in pageantry and then television, and she always said, just throw yourself on stage, get there, just do it, and just be in the moment. So that's very good advice, and I still thank you for that friendly reminder for that advice. Now I have to ask, Jackson, because you are so accomplished and so talented, and again, this is only the beginning of your career, which we're very excited to have front row seats now. We have front row seats watching because you are a Delawarean, going to school at Cap Calloway, and I'm sure they're very proud of your journey as well.
Cap Calloway.
That's right, the Cap Calloway team is very proud of you as well. So what would be your dream role? If you had to say, if you had to speak it, manifest it, right? Speak it into the universe, because we do that a lot around here. We manifest a lot of our dreams, and I'm a big dreamer. So if you had to tell us your dream role, what would that be?
You know, this is super manifesting because it's not even a show yet. But if they ever put New Edition on a musical, I want to play young Ralph or Bobby Brown, or even if it's way in the future when I'm an adult Bobby or adult Ralph. But if it's a show right now, I would love to play Fiyero in Wicked, because he's two different sides of him. He's super charismatic and he's super obnoxious as well. But then he's also kind and sweet to Elphaba. So it's just like that clash of the two personalities that makes it really tricky. And I like a little challenge.
There you go. That's right. Manifesting these dreams, and that's what it's all about. Dream big, because you are, again, continuing to follow your dreams, but you're also a role model. There's so many young actors, actresses, people that are scared to dive into the performing arts or Broadway, that they're admiring what you're doing. And at such a young age that you have the courage, the tenacity, the confidence, and the personality, right? So we admire that.
How does family play a part in your growth?
I love family. I'm very family oriented. I love my family. My family's here. My mom and dad. But something that family has helped me with is to stay confident and to stay humble as well. Because my brothers, they will humble me in a second. If I'm singing a little tune, they'll be like, you could have done better. And I'm like, thanks. Thanks. So they definitely teach me to be humble. And also, I feel like that was a challenge as well, because you're out there, you're doing what you gotta do, but at the same exact time, you're missing memories. You know, my brother had his prom I wasn't able to go to, but I was able to go to his graduation. I was very happy about that. But they definitely teach you that family is always important and family comes first, and humility as well.
I love it.
That's right, family's everything.
Before we take our break, because we got another part of this interview we want to put in. This is your camera right there, right? Go ahead and give them 30 seconds about your new endeavor, with your school that you're starting, your new business.
Okay, so the Open Call Collective, you can visit us on Open Call Collective or theopencallcollective.com, where we'll be having our first ever mic'd up kickoff, which is gonna be boy band edition. You'll be seeing a little sneak peek of that later. But you can go there and you can buy your tickets. It's gonna be on February 15th at Theater N in Delaware. So come check us out. I got my buddies, Tahir Clay and Kenneth E. Johnson Jr., where we'll be performing there. And it's gonna be super fun, a lot of songs that and a couple of new artists too. So I'm very excited about it.
There you go. I love it. I'm gonna be right there. I'm like, I might be in the boy band.
Good luck with the event. I'm glad we were able to promote that event and any upcoming events. Please make sure you stay in touch with Ivan, because I know that we love to have guests that have been on the show previously come back and give us updates. So don't forget about us here at Good Morning Delaware as you continue to climb the ladder of success and become very famous before you know it. We're gonna see your name in shining lights everywhere. It's there. It's already there.
I think we need to call like Robbie, Ricky, Bobby, and be like, yo, we got something for you. You might want to see this. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. But great job again. Thank you. You want to stay around a little bit? Because I want to see this boy band thing that you got.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Excellent.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Jackson. Make sure and give them your Instagram where they can follow you.
My Instagram is just Jackson Hayes, including the just. So it's just Jackson Hayes on Instagram.
There you go. Good morning and welcome back, Delaware. Vincenzo, I'm super excited, and you should be too, because, yo, Jackson Hayes is doing some great stuff.
Yes, and he's not alone. He's here with KJ Johnson and Tahir Clay. Please welcome Jackson Hayes again.
Telephone man, there's something wrong with my life. When I dial my baby's number, get a click every time. Telephone man, wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, click every time. When I dial 611 repair service, she says, hello, can you help me please? Oh, I told her something must be wrong with my phone, 'cause my baby wouldn't hang up on me. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, get a click every time. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, get a click every time.
I love it, I love it, I love it, I love it. Sorry for that. I was back there dancing. When he said Mr. Telephone Man, Vincenzo, I was just lost for a minute. Okay, you guys sound great. Is this what people can expect when you
I'm gonna come around this
you go
way.
on the other side? Is this what people can expect when they come out to this brand new, what you're doing, your brand new endeavor?
Yes, sir. February 15th, Theater N.
All right, so before we get started, I want to know, is there moves to this? Because Vincenzo and I want to do the, you know.
Oh, that was really good. I'm
impressed.
impressed.
All right, can we do that real quick before we go to, are we taking it to break or are we throwing it to Mega Skills? All right, are we doing this? All right, ready? Starting from the top.
Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my life.
Now you got to do the rain.
Dial my baby's number, get a click every time. Mr. Telephone Man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number, get a click every time. When I dial,
We'll be right back, y'all. Good morning, Delaware.
she says, hello, can you help me please? I told her something must be wrong with my phone, 'cause my baby wouldn't hang up on me.
Come on, Vincenzo, let me hear you, Vincenzo.
Telephone man, there's something wrong with my line. When I dial my baby's number. Here we go, Delaware, let's start the show. Sun coming up over the first state sky. City waking up, yeah, it's go time. From Wilmington down to the beaches, everybody tuning in, trying to reach it. Coffee in your hand, got a brand new day. Good vibes only, let the stress fade away. News, weather, stories that matter. Turn it up a little louder, make your morning better. We're bringing the energy right to your screen. Everything you need to start your morning clean. Good morning,